welcome everybody to this October, I'm way off, edition of Trowel Time, coming to you from Alma, Michigan, the garden spot of the state. I know there are people who disagree with that, but you're not in Alma. Welcome, and as always with us, behind the cameras, Ben Tigner. Thank you, Ben, for everything that you do. Behind the podium, keeping us in touch with the fraternity, Darren Thompson. Darren, thank you. The new, soon-to-be representative to Sweden.
Yes.
See what we can do. Yeah. With our Masonic Minute, kind of, sometimes not so much. Dirk Hughes, good to have you here, Dirk.
I wouldn't even clap for myself.
There are those that would. On the couch, Tom Braun, our Grand Lecturer. Tom, thank you for being here.
Nice to be here today.
Bill Finkel, our Grand Secretary, past Grand Master. Thank you, Bill.
Good being here, Bob.
Good to have you. And our audience of one makes the room look a lot better. Cheryl, Lady Cheryl. Good to have you with us, Cheryl. We're grateful you're here. So it's October. Fall has fallen. It feels like fall today, doesn't it?
It's beautiful this year.
It is, yeah.
Fall in Michigan.
I love fall, yeah. Michigan's the best place in the world to be for fall. Yeah, we had some opportunities over the weekend, do a little drive and see a bit of the country around here, and it's really pretty. So I hope that you folks get out and take advantage of October in Michigan. It's a great time to be here. There's apple cider, there's
donuts.
There's donuts, there's pumpkins, there's all kinds of things, and yeah, it's good. It's a good place to be. So, was up in Gladwin last night. So this is on Wednesday, what the next day? 15th.
Right.
So on the 14th, I was up in Gladwin, and just kudos to Gladwin for doing a lot of great stuff. They're a very active lodge, and the building looks great. They reminded me, though, that November is coming up, and that is our Veterans Program Month, so all of you should have gotten some communication from Craig Larkey and the Veterans Committee from the Grand Lodge. Put something together for our veterans, and even if it's just taking who you can find out for a donut and a cup of coffee or a glass of apple cider, do that, but have something to say to our veterans. Thank you for your sacrifice and for your support of our nation. It is very much appreciated by us. So Gladwin, this won't go to air soon enough, but
I was just going to add, we have pins and certificates available in the office for veterans. If find out if your members don't have them yet, we can get them out to you.
I don't believe there's any charge, is there?
There is no charge.
There is
They're
no
provided
charge,
by the
so-
foundation. So
Yeah, so contact the office. The information will be on your screen. And if you're a veteran and you don't have those things, and if you're a lodge and you need some to give to your veteran members, please contact the office, Darren, somebody up here, and we'll make sure that you get some of those.
and I'll add that Gladwin Lodge is a probably top 10 underrated lodge room in the state. Go visit.
Underrated
It's
lodge.
beautiful. Yes.
It is beautiful, yeah. And their little room in the back is great, and they're doing just a ton of stuff. So kudos to Gladwin. Was down to Three Oaks. Three Oaks continues to do great stuff, and kudos to them for their large item pickup in the little community of Three Oaks. So Three Oaks has every fall, you can drag all your unwanted furniture and junk out of your house, put it by the road, but the problem was they don't have anybody to pick it up from there. So Three Oaks Lodge every year puts together a team. They go out there and they pick up all that junk.
Beautiful.
And just as a service. And so thank you, Three Oaks Lodge, for all that you do. Hubbardston, went to Hubbardston, had chicken dinner. Wow. So November 1st, 4 to 6, go to Hubbardston Lodge. Well, it's Tuscan Mount Gilead Lodge in Hubbardston, and have a chicken dinner. You'll absolutely enjoy it. Breckenridge did a community, I don't know how they did it. I actually complimented them. They had a community kind of picnic, we'll call it, for lack of a better term. But it was on a day when there was the most hideous storm that had moved across. It wasn't long, but when it hit, it was just this massive blast of wind and rain. And Breckenridge, true to its form, just kind of kind of hunkered down. They kept the umbrellas over the hot dogs and they had a good time. So kudos to Breckenridge.
Farming
for doing
community,
that.
they're not going to be phased by that.
That's correct, yes. They're a tough group up there. It's sugar beet harvesting season.
Yep.
So be careful on the road. Until your car's been hit by sugar beet, you really haven't experienced mid-Michigan. Falling off of the inhuman sugar beet trucks. So, good stuff. All right, Brother Tom,
Yes.
how's everything going in the world of ritual stuff?
Well, we are doing the ritual competition this month.
Okay.
So I want to congratulate everybody that is participating.
I believe there's a
They-
participant rather close to us, isn't
We
there?
have
Yeah.
one,
Yeah.
so I'm anxious to see the results and have him participate in the regional process.
So am I. There may be a
Well, we'll
pay.
see.
Yeah.
There
And-
will be a change in pay depending on the outcome.
It could be.
We got a little more learned than last month, so that's,
Oh, good.
we're about two-thirds of
Two
the way
words
there.
now, yeah,
In
all
2
right.
words, I'm up to about 50 now. so.
All right.
And as
Doing
we
good.
also doing lodges of instruction to close out the end of the year, and I'd like the DDIs to explain what are signs at their lodges of instruction. It's not the sign of the degree. It's, Bill, you love this one, right? It's right angles, horizontals, and perpendiculars. And stress that through your lodges of instruction. Also, the worshipful masters. You should remember that if you get a visit from a Grand Lodge officer or a Grand Lodge representative, that individual should be the last person to speak during lodge. Once he speaks, the lodge should close. So remember that as part of the protocol. Okay?
Good stuff.
All right.
All right. Thank you, Tom. Bill,
Yes, sir. You frightened the hell out of me.
from the yeah, you were starting to doze off there. I have that effect on people. From the secretary's desk. What's
Yes, sir.
happening?
Well, exciting time of year. Form 52s are coming in, more heavy than I would like, but not bad. They've got another few days. So October 20th is, must be here by October 20th, not postmarked
That's right.
in our possession. Early indication were it was going to be bad, and then Grandview did something where they combined next year's dues into this year's dues. So I can't tell how we are right now because of the. Darren's going to fix it. That's what he told me. But
He's writing violently up
yeah,
there.
He ain't done nothing. So that's the big thing for October, and the Grandmaster and I will probably be going over those in a week or so.
Yeah, absolutely.
And get them finalized so lodges can get the dues notices out. So, and another interesting thing, Bob, I was on Grandview this morning, and there's a category there on the very first page of the dashboard, and it tells you how many candidates we have, how many entered apprentices we have, and how many fellowcrafts are in Michigan right now. There is 580 entered apprentices in Michigan right now. There's 365 fellowcrafts. So that's almost 1,000. Now, okay, some of them are old, some are not so old.
Yeah.
At one time, they all wanted to be a Mason, so I don't know why those numbers are so big.
Well, I think when it comes to that kind of stuff, we're our own worst enemies.
Yeah, I
You know,
think so.
we don't stay in touch with people. You know, the lodges that do, they see good flow. They see, men who are prospects and they move them through the channel, even if it takes a year. I guess some lodges that are very intentional in it taking time to get to the point where you're initiated, passed, and raised, and I think that's wonderful. But far too often, we leave it up to the candidate or the entered apprentice or whatever it may be to then reach back out to us, and I just don't think that really happens. So let's go to for all of those who are looking, go to your portal and you'll see the numbers that are for your lodge that are there, and start to go back and see what's going on.
There's one lodge, has 15 entered apprentices and 12 fellowcrafts. 27 people on their
I
list
think
right now.
there's obviously a failure at some point, so maybe they don't know how to do a third degree. In which case,
They should use the
contact
abridged
Tom.
version.
Well, just contact Tom. That's all you have to
Absolutely.
do. We'll help.
Be
put
more than
that
happy to
together.
help.
Yeah,
And it's
absolutely.
very easy to pull a report of those guys and reach out, call them.
Yeah.
Say,
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
brother,
I agree.
they're still a brother. They're in
Take
the
a ride over, right?
We got dinner next week if you'd like to come up.
Right, yeah.
You never know.
Last Monday night, we went to Olive Lodge in
Yeah,
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Brother Tom was there, I was there, Leonard Davis went with me, and we met 3 visitors from the UK, 1 from Ireland, 2 from England, actually from London, right in the heart of things. Very interesting listening to them.
Yeah.
These guys are, I think it's great what they're doing. They flew into Boston,
Mhm.
and they're traveling by car to Seattle.
Yes.
They're going through 14 states. They're visiting 10 different lodges on their way.
That's great.
They're just
Well, they hit the high point here. It's all downhill, as you say, from,
Well,
heading west to here, you're,
At the end of the evening, I had to ask Bill to slow down a little bit because his accent got so
It
thick.
got
It was
perked
hard to
back up, didn't
understand.
it?
it was
Yeah.
coming back.
He reverted back, yeah. Yeah, we thought we had that knocked out of him, but it pops back in every now and
It's
then.
usually a brown ale that does that, but it was just people.
That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Before we go to a break, I want to talk real quickly, though. We've got the 200th year of Freemasonry in Michigan popping up pretty soon. And kind of Grand Lodge in May, we're going to kind of roll this out. And we've got a lot of stuff going on. Go to the website, go to michiganmasons.org, and across the top of it, you'll see a banner that says 200th anniversary verbiage. Click on that, and it'll open up our 200th anniversary website. And that's where we'll be updating all kinds of things that are going on. We've got a lot of stuff planned. We've got a gala banquet in Lansing.
June 24th.
June 24th, and that's going to be at the Lansing Center. Be a great day, night. We're planning a whole bunch of things. It could very well cause Darren a great deal of problem. It could have gray no hair by the time we're done with this thing, but
Well on my way.
well on your way.
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are.
Welcome.
And,
Welcome to the club.
The rest of us are,
Yeah.
I'm only 39.
Yeah.
But, so, Ben, I heard that, Ben. But we got that coming up. We've got the,
At the town hall, Grandmaster announced that we're working on, we got to put the finishing touches on it, but bringing the Oklahoma Indian degree team here
yes,
in May next year as part of annual communication.
it's part of annual communication,
So-
yes, so that's hopefully
That's not signed and
on
sealed, but
Sunday,
that's the
but,
plan. Yep.
yeah, that's when we're looking for. If you haven't had the opportunity to experience that, I hope that you can. It's a wonderful presentation by our brethren from Oklahoma in Native American, in their attire, and some of the aprons are handmade beaded apron. They're absolutely gorgeous. So take some time. Well, more information will be coming out on that with us.
Eugene's
And I'll
been
just-
talking to them, and they're very excited about coming to a casino.
Absolutely, yes. This
They are
is-
thrilled to death.
Yeah, we may have won the battle, but
And I'll just tease this right now, but this Friday, Tom and Ben and I are meeting Craig Lurkey at a spot to perhaps do a very unique outdoor degree next year, so.
Yes.
Stay tuned for possible information on
at a
that.
possible fort in a possible area
In the northern.
right at the straits
region
kind of
of the
thing.
The
state.
fort that you can't pronounce, is that
I
the
actually
one?
mentioned that last night up in Gladwin, and one of the brethren up there is in a reenactment, a Revolutionary War period reenactment group, and he wants to talk to us, so
Okay.
we might have a Revolutionary War
I did a
group.
straw poll by text of about 10 guys that live kind of downstate to see if they'd be willing to make that trip, and that was pretty enthusiastically supported,
Yeah.
so.
I think we're gonna have to bring
But
tents and
we'll-
stuff, because I don't know where we're gonna put them all, but that could be a lot of fun, too, or it would be a lot of fun, so hopefully we'll get that set. Lots of good stuff going on. There's banquets and parties, and there's all kinds of stuff, challenge coins and things. Festive board coming up in December, and, but a lot of things. So I want you to get excited. We're here during the 200th anniversary for Masonry in Michigan. That's a big deal. And none of us are going to be here for the next one, so.
Bill will.
I don't think so. Even that one's a bit of a stretch even for Bill. Okay, we're going to take a quick break, and Darren's going to talk to you about some stuff, and we'll be back in just a minute.
Are you looking for the latest Masonic apparel, materials, and literature from the craft? Look no more. At MichiganMasonicStore.com, you can find everything from hats and shirts to tumblers, blankets, and books. Our shirts come in a range of sizes and with logos and branding custom stitched for the Michigan Masons. Don't wait. Visit MichiganMasonicStore.com now.
And welcome back. So one of the questions that came up, but we didn't want to put it in the mailbag, was how is the constitutional amendment from last year progressing? And there are 115 lodges that have voted, and out of 243 lodges, so you're about halfway there. We do need better than half to have that moved into the floor for consideration in May. So all those lodges that have voted and haven't notified the Grand Lodge, please do so. And if you haven't voted, please do so. And if you need some more information about it, let us know. We'll be happy to help. All right. Let's go over to Darren and your mailbag.
Oh yes, wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Wait, hey.
All right, we have a 5-pack of questions this month. The first one comes to us from Brother Clint Sherrard from Smiths Creek, number 491. Welcome,
Yay.
first timer. We'll send you a button,
That's right.
maybe.
And an autographed copy of the cheat sheet. Here.
Yes. He wants to know, when the apron is presented by the worshipful master, who should be the one to wrap and send the brother to the senior warden? If the master has come down, vacated his station, who should wrap to send him on after he's done?
If the master is presenting the apron, he would wrap the gavel. If another past master he has delegated that task to, he should also be the person that wraps, because the master is the one that gives the command, not the one presenting the apron.
All right. I like it.
I agree. Yeah.
Okay. This one comes to us from Morris Langworthy from Luther Lakes, number 370, perhaps also a first-timer. He's
think
also
so.
a District 8 BGP, and he would like to know, or on behalf of one of his lodges, is a dictation machine or other recording device allowed to help ensure accurate minutes?
I have no idea. I think it would be great to have an accurate set of minutes from every lodge. Make it available. I'm not sure legally if we can do that. Robert?
I think we can.
Yeah.
I suppose the answer is I just wouldn't recommend it. I don't think there's anything that we do that needs that kind of detail. Minutes are to reflect kind of the actions that took place and perhaps some narrative about the experience, but I don't know that we need to get that detailed about minutes. And I suppose to a larger extent, I would be concerned of their security afterwards, and you just don't want that stuff being blasted out across. There are men who use colorful language in a lodge. Perhaps they shouldn't, but it happens on occasion. And what do you edit out? What do you keep? I don't know. I think it would cause probably more issues than not. So that's just me. I don't
Yeah, I would say if you do, get your minutes done and then destroy the tape.
destroy it. Yeah, yeah. But to the lodge, I suppose.
Okay. From our buddy Chuck Garrow up in Cadillac.
Yay.
What is the earliest a lodge may begin their 990 report?
April 1st. Right after the last one has been submitted. They should work all year with details. So at the end of the year, it's just a matter of transferring a couple of numbers from one sheet to another. The earlier the better, Chuck.
Yep. You can actually submit them once you're done with it in December. If you had your last meeting and you don't plan on spending any more money or bring
Yeah.
any more in, you can submit that 990, finish it up.
Yeah,
We've
I
had them
don't-
submitted in December
I
before.
think to Bill's point, it's not April 1, it's January 1. The Lodge 990 is calendar, not Masonic.
I was being facetious, assuming they'd be working on
Yeah.
last year's up to March
Up
20th.
till March
That was my
20th.
point.
Yeah, I think, really, you should be closing out your months, so you should have, as you go through your financials, each month should be closed out. You should reconcile the accounts. And if you do that, then each month is closed. You're a 12th of the way there, then you're 11th, and then 10th, and so on and so forth. To the end of the year, you're done. It'd be a very easy process if you closed out your months as you went along. That's what I would.
Yeah, and if you're putting in your receipts and your expenses into Grandview, at
It's-
the end of the year,
it's done,
there's
yeah.
an audit roll-up. You just click that, and
Yeah.
it gives you your totals for each category, and
Yeah.
There you go.
it's very simple, but you
Yes.
got to use it, is the key.
Yeah, and you can't only use it halfway, because then it almost gets worse, right?
Yeah, or some lodges use other means, but to track throughout the year, which is
Yeah.
fine, but
Yeah, a lot of them use QuickBooks and things like that, and
or
that's
just an
fine.
Excel spreadsheet, just keep track.
Yeah. I never found one that was so technical you couldn't do it on a piece of yellow legal pad. But that's, to the question, I think that it's as soon as you can and as often as you can and as consistently as you can. It would be very helpful. Yeah.
Okay.
Good question.
We've got two more. I was at the town hall in Westland on Saturday, well attended, and
Yay.
there was a lot of talk, a lot of chatter. So one of these is uncredited because I can't remember who asked it, but so this one will be uncredited. But what is the process when someone knocks for entry when a communication is in progress? Does the junior deacon stand and wait to be acknowledged? Does he wait for the master to acknowledge him? And then what is the process after that?
Right. He would simply stand and wait for the master to acknowledge him, and he would announce that there was an alarm at the door,
Yeah, I agree.
and he processed it from there.
And then he would do what the master told him after that.
Correct.
Agreed.
And then would it be different for a degree if the degree's in process?
If the degree is in process, the senior warden is in charge of the lodge during the work. So he would come in through the ante door, acknowledge or salute the senior warden, salute the flag, and go to his seat.
Okay, excellent. And then the last one from Nick Martin of Tecumseh. And I'm not sure if he's asking this because he wants to show the world his glorious dome, but does the worshipful master have to wear a hat? Is it a requirement that he has and wears a hat?
I believe it is. Worshipful master shall wear a hat, I believe, or has some kind of head covering. I mean, there's a great latitude about what that hat is. You know, some lodges it's a top hat, some it's that craftsman's hat with the square on it or whatever. Some it's a Stetson. You know, I've seen them in every conceivable kind of hat. Yes, they should wear a hat. I opened it with a hat and I took it off because I just it's hard for me to wear a hat. But
And he is planning to get a hat, I know that, but he just wanted to ask the question.
yeah, you should get like a bowler or something, right?
Yeah,
Or a Hamburg.
or a ball cap. Nah, maybe not that. Okay, that is the mailbag for this month, so thank you to everybody. Keep the questions coming to dthompson@grandlodgemi.org.
Thank you for all the questions. Let's do upcoming events. Let's slide right into upcoming events. Darren, take it away.
All right, we have some upcoming events, including a blood drive at Wayne Lodge number 112, October 24th,
Yay.
10 to 3. You can make an appointment at redcrossblood.org. We have two Grandview trainings coming up right here in Alma on October 27th and 29th. Those will give you an overview of the whole system from the accounting side to the membership side and how to do transfers and plurals and a tour of the portal. And so if you're a secretary, assistant secretary, or an incoming secretary, I highly recommend. But anybody else that wants to learn more, come on up. We've
Come
got
on up.
registration links in Grandview, in the news,
Yep,
and on the calendar.
it's great, thank you.
All right.
I have one other thing to add to upcoming events is the Grand Lodge will be consecrating the cornerstone at the Muslim Shrine Temple in, I think it's, believe it's Farmington Hills, 10 a.m. Saturday the 25th.
Excellent.
Excellent. The very next day, Sunday, October 26th, there's going to be a book signing in the Acacia Room at the Detroit Temple. And that is going to be with Brother Charles Cohn, who is a retired Air Force colonel. And that'll be from 1 to 4. He wrote his biography as a veteran of World War II, Korea, and Vietnam, as well as his interesting life as a civilian after his military career ended. He's a past president of the Detroit Temple Board and as commander of the Damascus Commandery.
Excellent.
So Sunday, October 26th from 1 to 4, come on out. He is a member of Sojourners number 483.
Excellent, sounds exciting.
Yes. And then coming up on Saturday, November 8th, there is a Unity Day in Ontario at Hamilton at the Scottish Rite Building. That is open to all Michigan Masons to come. They're going to have a building tour. Ontario's going to exemplify the first degree, and Michigan is going to do the Fellowcraft degree. There's lunch and dinner available, and we have registration available for that in the Hiram's Herald and on the calendar as well.
Very good. That'll be a great day. November 8th.
November 8th, yes.
November 8th.
Make sure you have your passport or some other means to get back in the country.
Yeah, or you're going to just stay in Canada,
Yeah.
because you're not going to get back in.
Or make sure you got a kayak on the other side. Give that a whirl. Pretty soon you can ride your bike across the Gordie Howe Bridge.
That's true.
Yeah. And then we've got lots of degrees on the calendar, and installations are coming up, so get those to me, and I'll get them on the calendar, and
Yep.
in Hiram's Herald. There's a big one here, December 6th coming up, installation in Alma. Make sure you're at that one.
I got that one down.
Yeah. So that is our upcoming events.
Excellent. Thank you, Darren, for the upcoming events. Thanks, everybody, for such an active fraternity. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Every day we make choices. Choices to help ourselves, choices that help those around us. When it's time to make a choice about your senior living options, consider Masonic Pathways. We offer choices for entertainment, socialization, and most importantly, choices that make life easier for you. When it's time to discuss choices in your life, make Masonic Pathways your first choice and contact our care team today.
Welcome back. So, it's time for our Masonic Minute. However, it has been brought to our attention that the illustrious Dirk Hughes is celebrating a birthday today. So, Dirk Hughes, happy birthday.
Oh, you guys came prepared.
So we all pretended that we forgot, which of course we did. And it almost brought a tear to poor Dirk. So, Dirk, happy birthday. We wish you many more.
Thank you.
Please proceed with your Masonic Minute, Dirk.
This is only going to take a second, but that totally undercuts my trust in my brother Masons, because you guys sat here and lied to me.
Yes, we did.
That you were not going to mention my.
And we're very good at it, too.
Well,
So
you guys
there
were
you
very
are.
good at
That
it.
wasn't an obligation.
No, nowhere.
All right. Well, thank you very much, brothers.
And I don't believe in time.
Well, I'm going to start off with last episode. I was talking about Woodbridge Ferris.
Yes, you were.
And I made the mistake of saying he only served one term as governor, and I was corrected via email that he served 2 terms. That's back when the terms were only 2 years. So that's why I got
okay.
confused. But I also was mentioning the Ferris State football team, which is go Dogs, annihilating their opponents. It's crazy. Look at their record. I think they're on the road for another national championship. But that led me to kind of focus on football, or get a kick out of football. Bad pun. So we're going to talk about Brother William Clay Ford Sr. this episode.
Okay.
Businessman, sports team owner, and Freemason. He was born in Detroit in 1925. He was the youngest of 3 sons of Edsel Ford and the grandson of Brother Henry Ford, founder of the Ford Motor Company. He attended and graduated Hotchkiss School of Connecticut, the same elite prep school his father Edsel had gone to. William Clay Ford then served as a naval cadet at St. Mary's U.S. Navy Pre-Flight School during World War II, and eventually went on to graduate with a Bachelor of Science in Economics degree from Yale. So while at Yale, he was a member of Psi Upsilon fraternity, and I hope I pronounced that correctly. Psi Upsilon fraternity, captain of the soccer and tennis team, and winner of 7 varsity letters as a collegiate athlete, which may explain his lifelong love of sports. This is when he would also marry Martha Park Firestone, I hope that's not a typo, granddaughter of Harvey Firestone, founder of the Firestone Tire and Rubber Company, a marriage between 2 empire-building families with such synergy, I grabbed that word out of nowhere, the society papers of the day couldn't help celebrating his royalty. After graduating from Yale, he worked at the Ford Motor Company, surprise, surprise, appointed to its board of directors after his grandfather's death in 1947, and was instrumental in redesigning the Lincoln Continental, released as the Mark II in 1955. He was Ford Motor Company's design committee chairman for 32 years, and on that company's board of directors for 57 years before retiring to 2005. On to the football part. A minority owner of the Detroit Lions as early as 1956 and team president in 1961, Brother William Clay Ford would acquire total control of the Lions in 1963, my birthday year. You guys want to blow those horns again? No, you don't have to. Come on, that just takes up the valuable time that you have offered me. So, and he owned it for the next 50 plus years. So even though the team was a football powerhouse in the 1950s, winning 3 NFL championships during the decade when he first got involved, his 50-year tenure as owner, not so much. They saw them have only 13 winning seasons and only 1 playoff win, not to mention in 2008 becoming the only NFL team in history to have a winless season at 0-16 until the Cleveland Browns also earned that dubious honor in 2017. Now, Brother Ford was raised a Master Mason along with his brother Benson Ford in 1950 at Corinthian Lodge 241, where he was a 50-year pin recipient and lifetime member. Brother William Clay Ford Sr. would pass away at his home in Grosse Pointe Shores in 2014. Still the owner of the Detroit Lions, but 12 years before their first Super Bowl win at Super Bowl 60 this upcoming February 2026. Go Lions! I made up a little bit of there, but other than that, we're good to go.
Very motivational, and I'm glad to see that thesaurus is starting to kick in. So,
Thank you.
do we have an homage to Sweden? All right, so go to Lodge, everybody. Have fun. We'll see you next time on Trowel Time.
Good night, Sweden.
Good night, Sweden.